Welcome everybody. We're going to go ahead and get started because I know everybody has a tight schedule. We got the grand opening pretty soon here, and I hear there's a rumor that Secretary Vilsack is actually here. That's what I heard? Yeah. Welcome and to our John Deere press conference. Really appreciate that you could come out here today. We really do have a major announcement to talk about the future. And in just a second, I'm going to have Jerry Rail, who is our Director of Coordinated Farm and Worksite, and he is going to talk about our new suite of services called John Deere FarmSight. You'll see that you have a media packet. We have a press release in there. We have an FAQ. You'll see a graphic in there that you're going to see that map with the press releases, with a lot of the publicity we do with this suite of services. And then there's also a brochure in there that will give you some background. Finally, if you'll check the press release out, if you want more information, we're going to have John Deere /FarmSight website specifically for this, so you can get even more information with that. So at this time, I want to introduce to you Jerry Rail, and he's going to explain what John Deere FarmSight is.
Thanks, Barry, and good morning. FarmSight, John Deere FarmSight is really all about innovative solutions that are brought about from integrated wireless solutions that bring more productivity and help manage farm inputs for our growers. This is innovative for us, but before I get into really a lot of details on John Deere FarmSight, I'd like to talk about why. And I don't think it's any surprise to this group really what's going on in agriculture, not only in the U.S. and Canada, around the world. The macro insights indicate with the growing population, with the demand for richer diets, the need for additional productivity is out there, and certainly driven by commodity prices. If you look at the U.S. and Canada, our farm cash receipts and balance sheets remain strong going in through 2014, and global competition, though, will always be there. So that exchange is down to a number of things that we also see going on out to 2018. In order to get to the need to grow more food, we'll need to have technology to help enable that. There will also continue to be biofuels that will be demanding some of our product, and there will be more environmental impacts that like this year with interim Tier 4. But the impact to really farmers is we'll transition from higher capacity machines to really smart machines, where we'll use wireless technology to manage information, allowing us to more easily do variable rate applications. So there's a tremendous amount of compelling reason why we need to use even more advanced technology than what we have today. So let me talk just a little bit about technology in agriculture. I think there's no surprise where we've been is guidance, providing steerable tractors, automatic guidance, everything from parallel tracking to sub-inch accuracy. That's brought tremendous return for our farmers. As we continue over to the right on this graph, there's the opportunity to even bring more to the bottom line. Some of our ag consultants would tell us that we can get a 10 to 20% increase in yield without additional input costs through utilization of variable rate applications. So precision farming is also one of those items today that's within our group at where I'm a part of that is critical to the growing additional production. But the third area is really enabled by telematics. And a few areas that I'd like to talk about telematics. First of all, the ability to use telematics to optimize machines. We'll talk about that just a little bit more, but also in the terms of logistics management. And finally, just making decisions easier for our farmer customers. Taking a look at the farming customer and looking at the operations that he's faced with throughout the year, you think about from today, the planting cycle, getting ready to put the crop in the ground. Our customers are faced with multiple decisions throughout the year. Complex products, complex farming applications, fields to take care of the crop after it's planted, to harvest the crop, then to get the fields ready, and then to really make sense of all of what just came off the field and get ready for the following year. There's a lot of complexity in agriculture. And as our farms get larger, that complexity gets greater. So what we've taken now is rolled out this strategy of John Deere FarmSight. And we're going to put John Deere FarmSight, all of our products will be, and solutions will be introduced under 3 pillars. The first, I've already mentioned a little bit about machine optimization. It's already started. If you think about 2011, every one of our 8R tractors that's being shipped out of the factory, in the U.S. and Canada today with interim Tier 4 engines, have standard equipment, JD Link. JD Link is a good tool to monitor the health of that machine, the location of that machine, what's happening with the machine. And so a little EKG chart there next to the tractor gives you an indication. And there's opportunities to optimize how that machine is used. Next, as our growers continue to get larger, the need to manage the logistics on the farm becomes even greater. Machines communicating to each other in the field. And finally, I've mentioned a bit about making agronomic decisions. Part of the reason that precision farming applications are do not have a higher adoption rate is the complexity that it takes. Our aim is to make that an easier job in the future. And you can kind of see, helping out the grower there, we expect there to be some trusted advisors, one of those being our John Deere dealers, one of them being the crop consultants, ag service input providers. So all this is enabled by telematics, and I'll not spend a lot of time on this slide, but just to let you know, there are many areas today we already provide for the capabilities with JD Link, and they will grow in the future. Our aim is to first start with making the machine productive, keeping the machine health at the highest uptime that we can, managing fleets, and eventually getting into prognostics. Another key point, though, is many growers today are not in the tractor cab. They have multiple fleets of machines, and they want to manage their businesses from the office. Our aim is to make that user experience that's in the tractor cab the same that's in the office. The capability to wirelessly communicate what is on the display in the tractor cab, to be able to take in the office any work order. And we have that today with some of our commercial spray applications, to take a work order and take it to the tractor cab or the combine cab or the sprayer cab and take that out to the machine. Likewise, getting information back wirelessly from the cab to the home office or the wireless device. And then at all times having remote supportability, again enabling the efficiency of the products. So, a few benefits. This is, there's a few things that will really stand out. One is the easy and accessibility of the technology. You can kind of see a mobile device there, and also in your packets, information that comes out on the smartphones to understand what's going on with the product. A real key way that John Deere will differentiate is through integrated technologies, integrated wireless solutions. It's no secret we produce the machines. We're going to produce the technology that is integrated with the machines and not be a bolt-on solution. The solutions that are brought to the market will be intelligent. A key point next is it will be supported by our dealer channel. We're today getting our dealer channel ready for this new area of technology, and they will play a critical role in the success of John Deere FarmSight. And finally, we will provide global solutions. One item there is to the right in the middle of the page is a solution that we've been working diligently on, had machines out in the field last fall, and that's the synchronization of a combine unloading with a tractor and a grain cart. That just maximizes the efficiency, where the combine driver takes over control of the tractor, whether it speeds up or slows down, whether it turns right or left. Unloading on the go is maximized, and whether we have challenges with quality labor to be able to drive that crane cart, that problem is now simplified. So I'm going to summarize and take some questions here, but some critical pieces of the John Deere FarmSight strategy. You can see in the pictorial here the customer sitting behind his desktop, able to see what's going on with his operation. And so it will be critical that this is integrated in a comprehensive vision across our whole suite of products, and also being supported by our John Deere dealer. And products have started to roll out with JD Link. We'll continue to introduce new products and solutions throughout the remainder of 2011 and on into the future. With that, I'd entertain any questions.
So what can I buy now? I get JD Link, but all the other things you laid out, is everything else available already?
Well, many things are not yet, but JD Link is. There's a few other areas of products that are available. We have a product called Ag Logic, and that's for our ag service providers, which is a work order system that allows the navigation and location of sprayers and tenders for co-ops to be able to go to the field and maximize productivity of their fleet of machines. Obviously, this is going to be integrated with all of our AMS technology, whether that's guidance, GPS, displays, etc. But more to come in the coming years. Yes.
Your synchronization of machines being able.
So we're working very diligently on machine-to-machine communication, and we're very confident in our synchronization of the example that I showed there, and that will be available in the 2012 harvest season if all goes as planned. Yes, sir.
Is the technology adaptable to older machinery, or is it only going to be for new equipment?
Great question. And for the most part, it can be adaptable to older machines. There's going to be some limitations there. We'll always have our best solutions with newer product, but we'll have a limited suite of offerings for the older product and for mixed fleets on the farm. Yes, sir.
You were showing a smartphone there. Do we assume this will be compatible with all the various platforms there at some point?
Some of that will be dependent upon partners that we'll entertain. One of the pieces that I didn't necessarily talk a lot about, we have to change the way we bring technology to the table. We will have more of a open architecture on the design of our product. It will be a managed architecture, but we will enable some partners to come in and provide a number of software solutions for the future. Yes, sir.
Talking mainly about the mechanical side of this, but from seeing some of the field maps, how easy is this going to integrate, like some of the seed companies are doing a lot of mapping, and then documentation as we look forward to the likelihood that we may be limited in certain instances based on soil types, what type of fertility we have, will be able to automatically on spraying calculate what the wind speed is for the farmer record keeping system and kind of automate that so that they can document that to EPA or whoever might need it.
Yeah. So great discussion topic, and one of the things that if you looked at the farming cycle, the entire area of all the things that our customers are challenged with, we know that we've got to be compatible with whether it's yield mapping, whether it's soil analysis, whether it's variable rate applications, fertilizer, seeds, etc. We will make decisions easier and partner with many of the ag service inputs providers to enable some of the capabilities there.
Do you see is there going to be, what's going to kind of be the core of the core of the software? Do you see a website or some kind of web portal that information will pass through, or is it still reside at the grower level or at the John Deere dealer? How is that flowing?
Yeah, we will have a web portal to enable all this to happen. Yes, sir.
This kind of technology, how much longer do you think it will be before we'll see driverless tractors?
I think, so the question is around driverless tractors, and the capability to get there, I think, is there. It's a matter of whether the technology is capable. It's a matter of whether it's practical and really brings money to the bottom line for our growers. If you looked at all the things that I discussed here, we have a tremendous capability of bring return on investment for our growers. And today, I would say driverless tractors is still something we're studying to be able to bring the technology cost to a point where it really makes sense.
Any timeline?
Well, we have this in our portfolio, and it'll be out more than 3 or 4 years. Yeah.
What will the growers see from the dealers? And from the grower's perspective, when they were talking to dealers about this, what kinds of information will dealers be presenting? What will that interaction be like?
So we sent out a communication to our dealers. We have had a number of discussions already with dealers about where we're going. Our web portal will be integrated with our dealers so that they are a key component in providing the solutions. These won't all be just technology by themselves. Some of them will be solutions that we expect dealers to support growers with. And our dealers are anxious to get involved with the solutions as well. Yes, sir.
Is this something you'll buy into once you buy into you're a part of it, or is it going to have a monthly fee to be reconnected and associated with? How do you anticipate that happening?
Well, I think all those decisions, we're not quite finalized on all of those, but they'll be finalized when we roll out the products. Yes, sir.
One follow-up. Any concern that, sometimes we travel around, you look at your cell phone, you go, I don't have any signal. Is there concern that farmers may only be able to use this where they have compatible signal, or how will you be following, trying to make sure that they're accessible everywhere they are?
Yeah, and so it'll take a variety of different technologies in order for us to get there. Just an example today of what exists today already with JD Link. JD Link uses GSM capabilities, and because it will fall out of signal occasionally, it has a data logger on it so that when you do get back into signal, you can download data from there. But that technology will continue to evolve, and we'll provide a variety of different solutions to meet all the needs. Great.
Well, thanks, everyone. Jerry will be around if you have further questions or want to do more interviews. Also at our site, we have a new John Deere FarmSight display that miraculously appeared overnight. So you're more than welcome to come down and take a look at that. Any questions, we'll be around. We really thank you for your time, and have a good Commodity Classic.